Alright, now we're live. Woohoo! Good, man. Yeah. Let me put the stream announcements in here. Uh, right. Yeah. Let's do this. Let me do this. All I gotta do is this, right? Yeah. Uh, yeah, a little bit, a little bit. Which is interesting because I don't even use Draco in like in my like matches. I use other people. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure why I decided to use them. I just kind of have her image. 775. Okay, so what do I usually play? I think I usually play Rafisol. Either them or like alt Arl. I haven't played Puyo Puyo in so long. I really should again. It's been a really long time. Okay, this should be good. Yeah, this should be good. Right. Woohoo! We are on over. Alright, let me get a seed for y'all today. This will be the seed for today, BBAO39. Yeah, I haven't played Puyo in like close to like a year. Um, well, no, actually I'm lying a little bit. I think I played it like a couple months ago because I saw somebody playing it and I decided to like join their group and see what they were doing. Um, it was a bunch of like it was a bunch of newer players though, so I didn't. I just decided to kind of see how my chains were and just kind of played around with that. Yeah, y'all can just warm up for now. I'm not in any rush. Got up uh got up fairly early for this one, so yeah. All right. Oh my goodness. You got beat up recently by who? Because I think I've seen a couple of vids. I've seen a couple of vids of you playing like other players. So from what I remember, you're pretty decent at the game. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'll type if something happens. Both players are ready for game number one. Let's get them going here in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, Shuichi starting with the pushdown points. On the left here we have Tugi, once again. Second highest score in the world. It's kind of insane, 1.34. Got it with like basically 700 posts. Currently 5-0 in the division, still going perfect. Has won 50 games and dropped only 6 games, so this has sealed his place in the division at first place. And on the right here we have Shuichi, currently 1-1 in the division in 5th place. Looking to try and net a win here, break Tugi's perfect record, and probably even make it into that top 4, as it is the top 4 that make it into the playoffs. 73k here for Tugi, 54k here for Shuichi. I haven't seen too much of Shuichi in the in recent times. Saw him play in season 2 last season. Did pretty decent there. I don't think I saw him in C2WC DAS. I believe people said like he was on like staff or something, so he decided to just not play. And you know what? That's okay. That's all right. Sometimes, you know, you're just there to help out. You don't always need to play. All right, Shuichi's gonna get that bar there, lower down the stack. Should be a lot better. 167 for Tugi, 146 here for Shuichi. Board's looking a lot nicer now, thanks to those helpful pieces. It's gonna get to Tetris there. Okay. Let's see. This is Tugi's last match in the division. So after this match, he will be done. And Shuichi here still has to play Onpu, RXS, and Gunter. So very interesting matchups here for Shuichi. How he'll do remains to be seen. 243 here for Tugi. 243 here for Shuichi as well. Very close game here in the early goings in this game during the first half. Both players probably looking for around that mid 500 trans. Go get to 19. And yeah, not too much else to say there. Just fairly clean stacking. Couple of skims here and there. That's what I expect. That's kind of what you expect from these players at this level. No crazy setups. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. T-spin set up here for Shuichi. He's gonna spin the S instead. That actually solves the board very nicely. Right, maybe center well Tetris here for Tugi. No, just gonna take that down. Yeah, just gonna take this board down. Just burn it out with a couple of pieces. On the bar dependency here in the center of the board. Nothing he can't get out of. That'll just take a few burns. 344 here for Tugi, 351 here for Shuichi. And this should allow Shuichi to maybe get a Tetris lead on him here with this next bar. Yes, he will. Alright, yeah, Shuichi getting that burn there on the right side. Very good delayed burn. It's going to clean up the stack. 400 for Shuichi at 100 lines. 378 here for Tugi at 99. So yeah, about 2 Tetris lead here for Shuichi when all said and done. Cool. Alright. looks like Tugi was not able to get that L all the way over. It's gonna get a bar over all the way to the left instead. It's gonna be able to get the Tetris. Both players approaching transition fairly soon. Only 15 lines left here for both players. 473 here for Shuichi. 450 here for Tugi. And yeah, both players can get one more Tetris. Yeah, Shuichi's going to transition in here at 543. And if Tugi gets this Tetris, he should be able to match Shuichi's transition. And yeah, he's actually going to get the Tetris there at 543. Very close game here so far for both players. Alright, misdrop in the center of the board. Several misdrops actually for Shuichi. It's going to complicate this board. Shouldn't be anything fatal, although it's going to take a few burns to get out of this. Really love an S. Is not getting the S. And this board is looking very dangerous here for Shuichi. And yeah, is going to survive, maybe? Ooh, Tugi's actually going to be done here at 550. And Shuichi is actually going to take this game at 560. And he's actually surviving this. This is amazing. This is amazing. Yeah, Shuichi's going to take game number 1 there. GG's. Wow, okay, what the heck? I can't believe that. That was a very, that was a very Powell-like dig. Very Powell-like dig. That was very nice. I was not sure if you were gonna survive that, genuinely. Alright, both players are ready here for game number 2. So, without further delay, let's get them going here in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let's go. Right. So yeah, both players very strong 18 there, and but bit of a complication on the board, right, going right into 19 for both players. But Shuichi was able to eke out just enough lines to take that game. It always feels good to take a game off Tugi here. Tugi, a very, very strong player. Just no matter the timeline, doesn't matter when it is, always got to be looking out for him. Right. Good start here for both players. 117 here for Shuichi. 94k here for Tugi. And yeah, stacks for both players. Alright, a little bit of a square burst there for Tugi. It's going to be able to handle that. Some very nice placements. Shuichi as well. Going to be able to handle that perfectly. Very nice plays from both players there. 166 here for Shuichi. 174 here for Tugi. Jesus. Itchy as hell. And yeah, fairly I would say fairly good paces here for both players. Probably looking for around that high 500 trans. Going into transition. Alright, a little bit of a tower here in the center of the board for Tugi. And a little high up on the board as well for Shuichi. Alright, Tugi's going to get that J all the way to the left, and that's going to clear down the stack. Both players getting onto their respective digs. Very nice. 241 here for Shuichi, 225 here for Tugi. So Tugi only down by about one Tetris in the grand scheme of things. Not too bad. Excuse me. Alright. A lot of squares covering this center wall here for Shuichi. Would really love a J to that left. Gets a J to the left. I would really love a quick bar to be able to get this center wall Tetris. Alright, actually decides to not burn the J. It's really waiting out this bar. Bar finally comes. Gonna get the center wall Tetris. 298 here for Shuichi. 298 here for Tugi as well. Tugi, meanwhile, was not able to use that bar, but had the much cleaner stack and was able to basically tie up the score. Yeah, very, very nice play here so far. 391 here for Shuichi. 371 here for Tugi. Tugi down. Actually, no, tied once the lines match up. Players are basically tied. Maybe separated by like 1,000 or 2 points. So yeah, very solid 18 here from both players. Hopefully this will be able to carry on to the 19 as well. Looked a little shaky there in the first game, but maybe that was just a warm-up. 459 here for Shuichi. 441 here for Tugi. Alright, couple of skims. Ooh, Shuichi's not going to be able to get that L all the way to the left. He's going to be able to get a Tetris down to lower down the stack, though. Luckily, Tugi also a little bit of a complicated board right before transition. 511 here for Shuichi. 492 here for Tugi. Tugi down by one Tetris. Would really like to get this board down prior to transition. Gets it out of that left. And now the board's looking a lot nicer. Should be able to get out of this before transition. And Shuichi's going to transition here at 560. Very strong transition here for Shuichi. And Tugi's going to transition here at 524. Alright, both players transitioning to 19 with a lot better boards this time around. And yeah, can begin to start scoring once again. Ooh, alright. High left, high right here for Tugi. Really love a piece, and it's going to hang that board in the center of the board. Tugi's going to be done at 552. Shuichi at 648. You are good for game number 2. GG. Just a run of S's and Z's in the center of the board. Just did Tugi in there. Guess it happens to the best of us. Excuse me. DD is the seed. Alright, both players ready here for game number 3. Shuichi looking to take this right now. See if Tugi has anything to say about that. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And I think that's the... I think they call that the arrogant or bravado opener by Tugi. With the L3, L and 2-3, and then making a long bar dependency for the bar. I never see that opener. Probably should. I could never think to do it though. So yeah, another early post death there for Tugi. It's going to allow Shuichi to take game number 2 and be up 2-0 against Tugi. Threatening a sweep here, although very tough board here for Shuichi. Would really love a bar to get this down. Gets a bar, and if he can get a T to that left or C to the left, it's going to use a square instead. Alright, getting the pieces to get this stack down. And yeah, that T double is going to help a lot. And now this board's looking a lot nicer and more manageable to get down. 61k here for Shuichi, and it's going to get that Tetris. Very nice. 99k here for Tugi. It's only up by about 1 Tetris despite that very dangerous moves there. Should Shuichi to end up winning, this would be Tugi's only loss in the division. He's had a very strong season here. 175 here for Shuichi, 153 here for Tugi. It's looking good over here so far from both players. Looks like both stacks have resolved, and players are generally stacking normally now. Although Tugi playing up on road 2 a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing too dangerous about that, really. Alright. $269 here for Shuichi, $250 here for Tugi. Still playing on that road 2. Probably just waiting for some opportune pieces to be able to perfect transfer back down to row 1. Alright, 319 here for Shuichi, 299 here for Tugi. A little bit of garbage on the board. It's not too bad in the grand scheme of things. An L would basically just solve everything. Gets the L. Shuichi up a little high. I'd really love a bar right about now. Gets the bar just in time. Oh my god. If that bar came just a piece too late, the game was over. 367 here for Shuichi. It actually makes a very nice bar dependency there. Really like that. And yeah, that bar came. Saved the day for Shuichi. Nice T-tuck, and that's going to fix the center of the board there. 353 here for Tugi. 376 here for Shuichi. Basically tied game here for both players. Hello there, 3s, 2s. Hope you're having a good morning. I'm having an okay morning. Had to like alter my sleep schedule a little bit, but it's alright. You know, I got enough sleep, so I'm feeling okay. Alright, interesting move here by Tugi. It's actually not that bad in the grand scheme of things, and yeah. Gotta be able to clear that out. Begin Tetrising once again. 407 here for Tugi. 449 here for Shuichi. Shuichi up by about 2 Tetrises. Both players are about to transition here in about 10 lines. Alright. Board dependency here in the center of the board. A lot of squares here for both players. This is really what you don't want to see here, especially for Tugi, as he's going to probably transition here with that pretty rough board. And yeah, it's going to transition here, very rough board. See how both players can handle this. And This is looking a little dire here. Shuichi's luckily going to get the board there. It's going to be able to lower down the stack. 517 here for Shuichi, although this board not looking good for him. And yeah, Shuichi's going to top out at 517. Tugi, your chase down is 518. 518. Alright. Gotta type that there since he doesn't have audio. And yeah, Tugi knows what he's doing. Just lined it out. Doesn't need to go for anything. Has all the time in the world. With a chase down under 100k. Patience is key. Yeah, the dash control there looked a little rough. Yeah, it looks like just these transitions into 19 have been looking a little rough. I know Tugi played earlier today. Not exactly sure when or no, I know when he played. He played at 11. Not exactly sure how he played in it though. So for all I know, it's been like this all day, and or maybe he just played good earlier and Elena wore him down. But with that being said, Tugi's going to take game number 3 there with that double at 518. GG. Yeah, he did sweep Elena 3-0. I'm not sure exactly how he played in that, but I mean, a sweep's a sweep, like, so he had to at least play like decent, like fairly decent. Alright. Both players here are ready for game number 4. Let's get them going here. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Tugi still needs to take 2 more games to be able to take the set. Shuichi really looking to just end it right here and now. And yeah, Tugi there, able to take advantage of Shuichi's unfortunate top out there in level 20. Now Shuichi here, a little bit of a complicated board. Would really love an L. It's gonna get an S instead. Really love a Z here now to get this out. 55k here for Shuichi. 117 here for Tugi. Alright, bringing it down row by row is Shuichi. And yeah, it looks like should be able to get out of this. JRL here on the left. Yup. And now another one would basically get him out. And yeah, that board's gonna get him out of that dig. Very, very nicely done there by Shuichi. 69k here for him. 166 here for Tugi. And now it's Tugi's turn to dig a little bit, although may just build up here on row 3. Or row 2, sorry. Can't count. Yep, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to build up here on row number 2. 194 here for Tugi. 79k here for Shuichi, who has a column 6 setup. It's going to get the column 6 setup. Quick bar here would suffice. Gets the bar, but right as the well is covered. And now just waiting for another one here. Alright, gets that bar. And that's gonna get the stack down for Shuichi. 130 here for him. 250 here for Tugi. So Tugi really taking advantage of Shuichi's early dig there. Amassing a quick 100k lead in the first half of the game. Probably looking for that 500 trans once more. Meanwhile, Shuichi, you're probably just looking for a 400. Maybe even high 400. Alright, a little bit of a complicated stack here for Tugi. It's not the worst. It's not the worst, but just a lot of like alternating bird shelves. It's gonna be able to get that down with that L piece. It's gonna get the Tetris. 308 here for Tugi. 223 here for Shuichi. So Shuichi only down by about 80k, give or take. He's able to cut down into the lead a little bit. Alright, starter well set up here for Tugi. In this column 5, it's gonna get the bar and the Tetris. Very nifty move there. 357 here for Tugi. 293 here for Shuichi. Vits set up here, delayed Vits set up even for Shuichi. Gets the bar for the Vits. It's gonna get the Tetris there. Back to back Tetris even. Very nice bar timing. Not sure what that's about. 339 here for Shuichi. 384 here for Tugi. So yeah, Shuichi's really just been able to claw this lead back and turn this game close once more. Alright. As both players approach that transition. Now actually, maybe even looking at a 500 trans here for Shuichi. 432 here for Tugi, 410 for Shuichi. Alright, gets the J. Alright, a couple of misdrops here on the right side of the board here for Tugi. Shouldn't be too bad. An L here for the triple. And yeah, it's going to be able to burn this out. Alright. Couple of moves here by Tugi. Ooh, an SC. Fair. Really what you don't want to see here. And yeah, Tugi's going to transition here with a very dirty board. Really not sure he's going to get out of this one. And yeah, this is just looking a little bit too high here for Tugi. He's going to get the quick tap of that. I'm just not sure he's going to get out of this. Alright, gets the square to the left. Really love an L, but the L's not going to come, and Tugi's going to be done here at 496. Tugi, Shuichi at 523. You are good for game number 4 and the set. Oh, man. GG. GG's. Let's see how this affects the table. Yeah. 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 You're already locked in first. Yeah. Alright, let me see how this affects the table. See how this looks here. We have alright, so Shuichi here with those points. Now up 2-1 in the division, 16 points. Now puts him up in 4th place. It's looking very good so far for him. Really looking to lock in that top 4 spot. quality for the win. And yeah, Shuichi's gonna be done here at 7:17. Fairly decent set there. GG's. All right, I don't think anyone is live right now because it's early as hell. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Shuichi. I'm not concerned about this. Yeah, no one's all right, yeah, no one's live, so I'm just gonna head off now. And I'll probably be back in around a couple hours to restream another match. So y'all have a good evening over there in Europe, and I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.